Alright guys, TacticalRabbit back again today. Hope you're enjoying your Thursday so far once again, and today we're going to talk about the potential of Octane and Dashie teaming up next season, because of course both these players have not had a great season. Octane in his prime really, and you could say the same thing for Dashie. Both are fantastic players that have dominated previous seasons, especially Black Ops 4 in the case of Dashie, and Octane's done it for a couple of years before that as well. Stuck on Seattle, of course, is Octane. Not the ideal team for him, given they've had pretty poor results, finished 11th in the Pro League this season, and looking forward to champs, it's not looking ideal. From Dashie's side, he's had a great Black Ops 4 season, to be honest, on the OpTic Gaming squad. There was discussions about him not particularly being keen for practice on this OpTic Gaming Los Angeles team now. Supposedly wanted to join Chicago, but something went on there earlier on in the season, and then gets benched off the squad just about a month ago, with Slasher clearly not getting on with what Dashie is bringing to the team in terms of commitment and willingness to improve and belief in the squad that they can get better and better. This comes out a couple of days ago. I think a couple of people were pointing this out to me. This is a fake account, right? So T.I. Halley rather than T.J. Halley. But he tweeted out, "Cannot believe Austin made us drop Brandon for 2 AMs. I am mind blown." But certainly the question is, with Dashie on the bench, probably not going to go on to OGLA's starting roster anytime soon. Well, certainly this season. Next season it's certainly a possibility, but I imagine major roster shuffles will happen in the off season. Like, if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you are new as always. I would greatly appreciate it. We also get this kind of in reply to this one then. So Clayster says, "Wow, this is disrespectful. Why would TJ say that? Porter, put it this way, I'll take you over this team. That's how bad it is." So yeah, if you guys saw this and didn't realize it's a fake account, then well, here you go, just to bring it to your guys' attention. This is what it looks like then when we look forward to champs. So Surge are down here in the losers bracket. They're going to be playing Paris Legion first up. Then OGLA down here playing LAG first up. So of course Dashie on the bench here. Octane been dropping fantastic numbers the entire year. Won championships in previous seasons. The 100 Thieves squad in Black Ops 4 was superb, and World War II days with the Luminosity team as well that he was on, that won the championship at CWL Birmingham. But this season, nothing really has gone his way, right? Like, he's definitely been putting up numbers that definitely sell a fantastic player, and probably one of the best ARs in the game. Yes, like, stats don't tell the whole story, of course, like his teams are flying out there baiting for him and all this kind of stuff, but, you know, he's certainly a very talented player and probably the best player on that team. I think it's difficult to argue otherwise. The question becomes, next season, what do they do, right? Because if you're an Octane, where do you want to go? You want to go on to a better team, but Surge, like, they hit the salary cap last season. Is a team going to want to pick up Octane? What does the meta look like? Teams might be worried going into the next season that this season, a lot of teams were preparing for a 2AR meta. They designed their teams to have 2ARs in play. However, as it turned out, pretty much at the start of the season, there were 4 SMGs on the map and only 1 AR. And then that kind of creates questions about exactly how many ARs do you actually need in play. Of course, Octane's one of the best to do it, so there's not going to be really an issue with him going kind of where he wants. But some teams could be set in stone, right? They could have the team composition they want and not necessarily want to make a change if they have a good result at champs. So it says, okay, is Octane going to stay on Surge? Are they going to make a major roster shuffle? And where does Dashie want to go, right? Because traditionally, Dashie's also been a main AR. If you can't be sure that there's going to be a 2AR meta, do you want to bring Dashie into your team? But I highly doubt that these teams are going to make a fantastic run at champs. They might get a few rounds in, but of course these teams are going to be dropping down from the winners bracket and probably going to knock out these guys at least somewhere along the run. So if you guys have been paying much attention lately to, well, Octane's YouTube channel, which has been absolutely popping off, and he was streaming a few days ago as well with Dashie, and these guys were playing together. They had this video where they played in Black Ops 3. We also had this one a couple of weeks ago now on the 50,000 subscribers special for Octane. One day we'll get there on this channel, I am sure. Dashie and Octane reuniting in Black Ops 4. They were playing on stream and had on stream, and a lot of good fun, as Octane was saying. So definitely seems to be a fledgling friendship here for sure, and begs the question, right, going into the future, is this a duo that may want to reunite? Because I'm sure Octane's looking at his current team and he's thinking, well, what are we going to do next season to get this team out of the rut if he is going to stay on Seattle Surge, of course? And well, Dashie may well want out of OpTic Gaming Los Angeles. Not a great organization really to be associated with right now, given the fact that they're fake OpTic, and they're even doing tweets where they meme themselves as being fake OpTic. Not necessarily the best organization to be a part of, and maybe he's thinking, okay, what is my next steps? Where do I go to? Who actually wants to team with me, given the rumors that have come out this season? Certainly a very talented player though, and if he does find a comfort spot for him, he's certainly going to be able to win championships again, no doubt about that. This was some of the discussion on the Reddit then, which I thought was pretty interesting, talking about the potential of John coming back. So of course, John is a kind of a name that I almost forget about, right, given he hasn't been playing this season, but yeah, supposedly banned for 1 season, should be back next season to our understanding. If that's the case, Seattle probably will go for him. That would make sense. Having Octane, Slacked, and John back on the starting lineup definitely could be a way to go. And then, well, do you keep apathy on the team? You certainly could, but bringing in Dashie to the squad could definitely be an argument right here. And John has been a superb player throughout his entire career, to be honest. Like, he's certainly on the cusp, I think, of top 10 players of all time, no doubt about that. And if he does come back and continues to be good into the new Black Ops game, Black Ops games, to be honest, has kind of been where he's been his best in Call of Duty history as well. So that's definitely a hot prospect. And I imagine Seattle will have the players on the team that have played with him in the past and would want to pick him up if the possibility is there. And I think he's still been playing some amateur tournaments and stuff left, right and centre this year. Definitely an option. Will Dashy and Octane reunite next season? Who knows exactly what's going on. And I do believe that some teams might be kind of worried about what the meta does look like. But if they can possibly do this, and Dashy can use a sub as well, I think it's just key for Dashy just to find a comfort zone, right? Find a team that he's happy to play with, has fun playing with, and if that's the case, certainly he can be a fantastic dominant force in Call of Duty once again. Certainly didn't happen this season. Maybe it's, maybe it's Seattle Surge and Octane's time to make that happen next season. Intrigued to hear your thoughts in the comment section below on this one. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new as always, and I will see you next time.